Yeah. Shh. Ian. Say hello. Ow, God. Okay. That didn't go well. I was going to make a video with the star of the channel, but she's not cooperating. This video, I had planned to talk about some other things, but because the channel is centered around the credible crypto Corgi and the Corgi AI project has been seeing a lot of explosive growth, and seeing as how that's on Cronos, I figured I kind of had to touch on it, had to make a quick video, and I had some time to do it. So here we are. I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about this project. Maybe I should look into it a little bit more. Leave me comments if you're involved in the project. Tell me a little bit about it. All I can tell is that it involves a dog, which is a popular meme coin theme. The best dog, corgis, of course, and AI. And the AI narrative is very popular this cycle. I think when a lot of people talk about what narratives are going to drive tokens, a lot of people will cite AI as one of the narratives. And AI and gaming go kind of hand in hand. A lot of the power of the computations involved with like AI in gaming kind of overlap with GPU processors, all that stuff. So gaming and AI is kind of a strong narrative this go around, and Corgi AI, it's seeing a pump, so it's exciting. I do have a small bag of it, so it could probably go another 10x from here, and it's still not going to change my life. But it's kind of fun to see where it's going, especially like I said, it is on Cronos. So being heavily involved in Cronos, if for some reason Corgi AI becomes the next bonk, I suspect Cronos will see a bump from it as well. When people get involved in a, a project on a different blockchain, they get lured into the ecosystem. They inevitably start sprinkling a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there. It might not be much, but if the meme coin really takes off and it attracts enough people, all of those little sprinkles of small investments add up, and we could see a little bit of a recovery from Cronos if it keeps up. As it stands now, Cronos is actually down on the day, under 10 cents, which seems to be that psychological level of resistance and support. Although I don't know actually what I'm talking about. So this isn't financial advice. Do your own research. Do your own due diligence. It's entertainment purposes only. But 10 cents really seems to be a key level, and we're under it as of 5:30 in the morning on the 17th. So it's I've been accumulating Crow pretty nonstop, and for me, 10 cents is. I'm still, if I get Crow, I still hold on to it. I don't sell it. I have an earn account, all that stuff. I'm still waiting. I think 10 cents is as even as a resistance level, it's laughable. I think a lot of other projects have seen pumps in this, whatever this is. I still hesitate to call this a full-on bull run. But Crow's going to have its day, and when it does, it tends to really just go wild, just like everything else. It can really go wild, and it's continuing to make progress. It's continuing to build and develop, and And whenever I look at any of the metrics, I really don't see any reason why it wouldn't see more adoption. So that's exciting because I don't want to marry. You never want to marry a project. You don't want to. You really want to look for more reasons why you shouldn't invest rather than why you should invest. Really, and you know, I don't want to get too wrapped up in it, but the more I see about it, the more confident I get. And I have giant big bags of grow, and I'm hoping to see that take off to the moon soon. Because, like I said, my goal really is getting that black card. So I guess while I'm talking about Crow, I'll make a touch on the loaded lions as well a little bit. I want to make more independent videos on another set of narratives that's going to be strong that I can already tell, and it's riding on the back of the last bull run is the DPIN environment, and that stands for decentralized physical infrastructure network, which is basically just a fancy way of saying stuff like the Helium network, where instead of giant companies spending billions of dollars on their infrastructure, they sort of outsource it. You buy a little device or provide some sort of space on a device you have, like a computer or a phone, whatever. It's basically you're bringing the device to the network, and they're giving you incentive for it, crypto. And by outsourcing the development of their infrastructure this way, they can really take off. There's you know, there's no developing the whole project from the ground up for them. It's pretty much already there. They just have to get people to come, and people will come in droves when it comes to crypto. So the DPIN, I think, narrative has really been strong because even though Helium seems to have really left people feeling poorly, they were successful. I mean, they were successful. I think at one point they got into top 30 coins. They called it the $1 billion network that had no use, had a small use. But they. I mean, I would call that successful as far as very early in the project getting that high of an valuation. Stop. The cat's clawing my foot right now. And I think other projects see that kind of movement, and they want to do something similar. Maybe not copy it entirely because they don't want to drop the ball at the end. But you look at Hivemapper, things like Demo right now is just on fire. I think it went up like 100% almost. All of these projects, yeah, it's even Helium. Honestly, Helium, it looks like it's making a recovery, and I don't know if that's artificial or organic because it's on Solana or what's happening with Helium, but it really does look like it went from being the worst to very exciting. I mean, they just launched their Helium 5G network mobile plan nationwide. $20 unlimited data, and if you're using the network and getting mobile reward incentives, it apparently, I haven't done the math, I don't really know if this is true. The phone pretty much pays for itself in a day or two because the rewards are pretty good at this point. That's going to change. It's probably definitely subject to change. But like, who wouldn't get a phone if it's going to pay for its, or not the phone, it's the phone plan if it's going to pay for itself, and then some. Who wouldn't? Well, speaking of a phone that will pay for itself, the big news lately was also the Solana phone, which actually partners with the Helium network. Hand in hand, go figure. That pays for itself and more if, I don't know, as of yesterday or 2 days ago, the bonk price was so ridiculous that the Solana phone with a bonk airdrop paid for itself and then some, like maybe even a $300 profit. I don't know if it's still that way, but the Solana phone sold out. So who wouldn't get a phone if it gives you money? And the Solana phone, I initially never got one. I was very interested in getting one, and I never really did because the reviews were pretty harsh on it. Like, it was a good phone from all accounts, but overpriced. $1,000 at the release felt like you should be getting a flagship model phone, and you really weren't. So I was excited to try to be one of the first adopters of a crypto native phone, and I never did because it seemed a little bit early. I wish I had, because I actually didn't know all of the incentives that came with the phone, and that by this time, if I had been using the phone this whole time, like maybe a lot of those incentives could have added up for me. But at the same time, honestly, if I had the phone this whole time and I saw Bonk go where it went, I would have probably sold the first like 40% rally. So it wouldn't have probably covered the price of the phone for me. So I did actually manage to snag one of the phones before they sold out. And we'll see if it pays for itself. I'm waiting for shipment. I'm probably going to sell it in the Bonk immediately just to recover the cost of the phone. So maybe in some sense, waiting and buying in with the FOMO, maybe it'll pay off. We'll see. I'll let you know the update on that. I know the Bonk, they said, hey, it might not last forever, but I would be surprised if they didn't allocate enough for every phone, because there weren't many phones produced. So yeah, I got one. And maybe I'll do an unboxing video. Leave me comments, feedback, like, subscribe, whatever. What do you want to see? Do you want to see this on the phone? I know there's been plenty of videos on it. I'm not really a hardware channel, obviously. I just do a little bit of everything, I guess. But I've dabbled in like reviewing some of the hardware, and it's not my forte. But I'll do whatever you want. Just let me know. Okay. So yeah, as always, I have referral links in the description. And just to touch on that, the level that I've been upgraded to in the crypto.com loyalty rewards, I did look into. It has boosted the referral rate for both of us. So generally, you get $25. I get $25 for a reward. It is 50-50. So each of us would get $50 of Crow. And, since Crow hasn't seen its day yet, that $50, if Crow does a 10x from here, who knows? That $50 of Crow rewards could be something substantial, just for signing up using the platform. So, yeah, stay tuned.